Hey guys, it's Biscuit. So today's video is going to be a Q&A. Why I went to nail school, why I wanted to go to nail school, um, what made me want to go to nail school in the first place, how much I spent, where did I go, what did I do in order to go to nail school. So I figured I would answer a few questions, and then also I would tell you the questions that I have. So just in case that I don't answer any of your questions that I've already done, that's why I'm doing this as a live stream. Hi Juju, thanks for joining. I'm doing this as a live stream so that way I can kind of answer your questions right off the bat. Hi Victoria, welcome back. So I figured I'd just knock this video out, seeing as how a lot of people have asked me why I went to nail school, and things like that. So I'm just gonna let a few more people join and then we'll get started. I'm going to actually open my tablet so that way I can see your questions if you have any. And then we are going to get on with this video. Trying to pull it up on my tablet. I don't know why it's taking forever. Let a few more people join. I have pretty much taught myself how to do the basics. Yes, you can definitely be self-taught, learn how to do nails just right off the bat. You can learn off of YouTube. You can learn by just practicing. I mean, social media will even tell you how to do nails because you can also follow like these companies like Model Ones. You can follow Savvyland Official. They also have great products, so that way you can grab those and learn how to do nails yourself. Okay. Okay. It's almost coming up. Okay, so I'm up. I'm trying to make sure I can see these comments here. There we go. Okay, perfect. Juju says I can't find good brushes. Are you talking about acrylic brushes? Alexis Rodriguez, hey, how are you? I took a 2-day course and watching so many videos. I'm thinking of going to school because I want to get my license. Go to school. If you want to go to school, go to school. That's why I made the decision to go myself. If you want to get your license, yes, in order to get your license, you definitely have to go to class. You don't necessarily have to practice, on your own. You could just go to school. And you told me how to make acrylic. Yes, you can make your own acrylic. You can change some things. By all means, that video is just the basics. So if there are some things in there that you want to tweak, by all means, go ahead and tweak it. So yeah, it's just basically a basic on using chalk or pastels, anything you want to use. So it's not necessarily saying that you have to follow that method. It's just how I did it. And again, like I said, if you find a better way, do it that way. Okay, so let me get started. I'm gonna go to my notes. I feel like I'm just not prepared. Okay, so I guess my first question would be is what made me want to go to nail school? So of course it is a backstory to why I wanted to go to nail school. The reason I wanted to go is because I actually went and got my nails done one day by a nail tech, and I happened to pay $170 for a set of nails. Yeah, I said it right. $170 worth of nails. For one, I had to pay for a soak off because you know a lot of nail techs say that they don't work over others' work. So I had to pay for a soak off. Then I also paid for a new set of acrylic nails, which was $70 by itself. And then I had to pay for the shaping, which I ended up getting stiletto nails. And then I got two of my fingers blinged out, which were $15 a nail. So you could do the math on your own. And then I had to pay for gel polish, and I had to pay for it to be matte. So I paid a lot of money for this particular set of nails, and then I also tipped. So obviously it came out to $170, and I'm like, you know what? I could do this on my own, right? Not trying to say that I wouldn't pay anybody to do it, but I just figured I could learn myself, like learn to do my own nails. I could have saved $170, but you know, you learn. And so I just started, you know, looking at YouTube videos, and like, it can't be that hard. So once I looked at the YouTube videos and I was like, okay, it's really not that hard. I was like, okay, well, let me buy some products. I tried to do them on my own. Then I started doing my nails, and they came out fine. I was learning how to make an apex, not to grab so much liquid in my brush. You know, you have to kind of play around with it to find your flow. So that's exactly what I did. And then I was like, you know what? I want to get licensed for this, because you could turn this into a business, obviously, right? If she, I'm not trying to say that nail tech in particular is, you know, charging clients $170 per client. How many clients can you take in a day? I don't know, maybe 8, 7, something along the lines of that. So that's like $800, maybe $900 to $1,000. You know, you can turn it into a business. You can, you know, do it yourself. You can, you know, get clients, take how many ever clients you want. So I figured, why not? Let's go to class. Let's go get licensed for this, so you can say you know what to do. You learn about bacterial infections. You learn about sanitation, prepping, how to do certain designs, overlays, acrylic, gels, hard gels. You learn so much from going to nail school. So if you're really serious and you want to be great at what you do, or be great at doing nails, I would suggest going to class or going to a school that they can teach you the right way to do things. Like I said, especially because COVID is here as well, you definitely want to learn proper sanitation methods. So you definitely want to learn that. Keep yourself safe, keep others safe. So yeah, so that is kind of why I decided to go to nail school. It's because I said, I can do this. Anything you put your mind to, you definitely can do. If you say you want to go to nail school, just go. How many nail schools did I visit? I actually visited 3 nail schools during COVID to kind of decide where I wanted to go. I do live in Illinois, and I looked at a school in Lamont, Illinois. I looked at a school in Chicago, Illinois, and I looked at a school in Crest Hill, Illinois. So I went to see them all just to kind of get a feel for it, see what it looked like, see who my teachers would be, you know, what the program was. Also, how long was the program? What type of hours do they have? So I kind of wanted to know all that information before I actually chose a nail school. So, in Illinois, you're required to have 350 licenses. You're required to have 350 hours in order to go take your state board exam to become a licensed nail tech. So obviously I had to do 350 hours. Not only that, I work full time. So I needed a class that would best suit my needs, whether it be a 8-hour class or a 4-hour class. How many days a week? Can I go on weekends? Things like that. So I asked a ton of questions. Definitely ask a ton of questions. And not only that, you'll know what type of school you like because you'll get the vibe, right? So one of the schools I went to, I'm not going to say which one it was, but I just didn't like the atmosphere. It didn't feel like very comfortable to be in, especially during COVID. You're already uncomfortable as it is. So especially with COVID happening, I just didn't feel comfortable going to that school. So I was like, okay, let me X that out. So then I kind of made my decision between the other two. The other two, one was the staffing for me. The staff was not courteous at all. They were not pleasant. They were not polite. When you walked in, they kind of had like a little attitude. I don't know. Maybe it could have just been they was having a bad day. But even if you are having a bad day, you're not supposed to show that you're having a bad day, right? You're supposed to gain more students to come to class. You know, you're supposed to, you know, have that spirit to be upbeat. You know, you want to teach people, and I didn't get that from them. But the school that I did go to, oh my God, I loved the people. They were so welcoming. They showed me around a class. And actually, I'm going to actually tell you, the school that I went to was actually a nail salon. The nail salon is in the front and the school is in the back. Clever. Hello. So whoever thought of that, right? So not only that, I felt the, you know, urgency to want them, you know, to have people that come in, they want to teach them how to do nails. They want them to feel comfortable on how to do nails. They want them to learn. I felt that when I walked in there, and I asked as many questions as possible. The lady was so sweet and so nice. She answered every last question, and she was like, look, there's no pressure for you to come in and see the school. We're not here just to take your money. We're here to help you learn. We're here to help you. When she said that, I was like, this has to be the one. So I told my husband, hey, I think this is the school. So he was like, are you sure? Because you went to go see two other ones and you was like, I don't know. And then eventually, actually, I almost gave up on going to school because I'm like, well, if all these schools is like that, then I don't want to go because they so rude and don't want to help people succeed and learn the business of being a nail tech. But ta-da, I found one. So it was in the Chicagoland area, and I ended up having to travel after work to go to class. The one thing that I did like about the school is that you are still working towards your 350 hours, but they also allowed me to take clients and use those clients' times towards me getting my license. So some days I had class, some days I didn't because I had clients. So they would let me use those hours because basically I would turn those into school hours because during COVID, we would do online Zoom classes for each chapter. And so they kind of considered that as, you know, a part of your 350 hours. So that is how I chose my school. They were just very pleasant, very polite. They helped you. The lady was so nice. Being in class, the students were nice. You can actually be in the front of the salon and you could be, you know, working on nails. It's like an open floor where you could talk to other nail tech students that were in there learning. You guys can share things, you know, you can help each other. I think that's kind of what sold it for me. So that's how I decided on nail school. So next question is, how much was nail school for you? So on their website, it says that the course is $3,200. So, but when I called the school, they told me if you pay up front, if you have, you know, ready to make the payment in full, it will be $2,800. So you can either pay $3,200 and make monthly payments, or you can pay all up front for $2,800. I chose to pay it all up front, $2,800, because I saw that it was a better deal. 350 hours or 3 months and $2,800. So you can do the math, kind of break that down. I thought it was a great deal, so I just went ahead and, you know, gave up the $2,800, and I saw it as an investment in myself. So $2,800 I put out, $2,800 plus I'm gonna get back, which I already made that money back plus some. So, you know, you kind of have to have a plan on what your goals are and things like that. Where is my school located? How long was nail school? Like I said, it was 350 hours or 3 months. So I actually took the whole entire 3 months to do it, because obviously I was working and traveling back and forth to go to class. So benefits of going to nail school, right? So the benefits of going to nail school was that, one, I actually had a nail instructor. I actually had two. The lady that owns the place and that is head of, like, the CEO or in charge of the school, she was there. And then also she had 2 additional teachers there. So benefits are actually just being one-on-one with the instructor, or, you know, being in a room full of people where you guys can ask each other questions, learn things together. Like if you didn't know how to stamp and the girl 6 feet away wanted to know how to stamp, I mean, they still had the plexiglass between the two of you, like a real nail station. So you and the student could be working, you know, on stamping each other's nails. So I kind of saw that as a benefit, where you could learn with someone, because you had a room full of people that were, you know, well, I shouldn't say a room full of people. It was, they only let 6 people in the class. They only let 6 people in the class per day. So you actually had to sign up to be able to go to class for that specific day, because it was due to COVID. You also had to get your temperature checked at the door. You had to answer the questions. Have you traveled to any place? Have you been exposed to COVID? So they had all of their precautions set up, and I felt safe. You know, that was one of my issues with one of the other schools. I didn't feel safe, comfortable at all. But at the school that I went to, A-okay. So like I said, the benefits to me was that you get one-on-one. You actually had somebody there live with you, like in person. Like I said, meeting new aspiring nail techs. To be quite honest, a lot of the people that I follow on Instagram, I went to class with. So we kind of, you know, look at each other's work, give each other, you know, motivation. Yes, girl, you did that. Keep practicing. Or, you know, those look good. How did you do that? What was your technique? How would you do this? You know, you just, you know, talk back and forth to people, because you both are just trying to learn, and, you know, trying to learn new things. And oh my gosh, in the nail tech, in the nail tech industry, it's so much stuff to learn. So I mean, it's a lot, but you can do it. Like I said, another benefit is learning new techniques. I didn't know how to, you know, use a nail form. I know how to use it now. The instructor tells you how to do it. Learning how to do hard gel, learning how to polish, learning how to actually hold the nail polish bottle correctly. So here's a nail polish bottle, and actually you are supposed to keep the bottle in your hand while you have the person's finger, while you're gripping their nail. You're not supposed to have the bottle on the table and, you know, holding their hand. You know, they show you those techniques as a professional nail tech. you're supposed to learn and know how to do. So, you know, it's things like that that are the small things, but they mean so much. And then, of course, you know, benefits of going to nail school, you get to practice, right? You can also practice at home, but it's nothing like actually having an instructor who knows how to lay acrylic, you know, watch you do it and say, oh, do it this way. Or you do have too much liquid in your brush. Or you didn't pick up a big enough bead to cover, you know, your nail plate. You know, you learn about the nail plate, the eponychium. Man, you learn about so many diseases of the feet and the hands, and you know, you just learn so much, and I think it's just so beneficial. They gave me a book. You learn from the book. They gave you quizzes and study guides. I had to take a exit exam before I left the school. So, you know, things like that. It meant so much. And I had a great experience with the nail tech school I went to. But yeah, I think those are the only questions that I thought of. So I have some people in here that have been asking questions. Hopefully that helped you guys. Again, if there's questions, please start asking them. And then I'm going to, of course, say the question and give you an answer to the best of my abilities. If I definitely can answer it, I will. So Juju says, I can't start school right now because of COVID. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. So the school that I went to, they only allowed a certain amount of people in school. So that's the reason why I was able to go. We were not on a lockdown at all. And also they provided online courses. So they did like a Zoom course where they would go through the chapters, and you would all just be at home from a Zoom. And the only time you would come into class is to actually do in-school nail practice. So you'd have to bring your practice hand. You'd have to bring the things that you want to work on, whether it's acrylic, gel, stuff like that. You'd have to bring your stuff to class. Quisha says, what if you don't have the money to pay for nail school? How can you learn to do nails and get money for nail school? So what I did is, not trying to say that I didn't have the money. I did have the money, but if I didn't have the money and you still wanted to practice doing nails, practice on your sister, practice on a friend, practice on a cousin. Let them know up front, like, hey, I'm not licensed, you know, I want to learn how to do nails, but of course I need somebody to practice on. So just kind of let them know that, right up front, and say, hey, you know, I want to be able to learn how to do nails. I kind of need like a guinea pig, you know what I'm saying? I need someone who's going to let me practice. And not only that, just kind of let them know that you're going to charge them. You can charge them like $10 or $15. The only reason you're charging them is because what? You're using your product. It's not like you're charging them $70, $75, $80. You know, if you overcharge them like that, I mean, you technically could pay a fine, but just, you know, let them know like, hey, do you mind giving me like $15, you know, for me, you know, taking 2 hours out of my day to, you know, practice and do nails. Like, you know, you don't always have to ask. You don't always have to ask for money, but I mean, they should give you something. So I would say, just say, hey, you know, I would love to practice on your nails. I mean, not trying to say that I want you to pay me, but I mean, I'll do your nails for like $15 or $10, you know, something. And then put that away to the side once you finish doing that person's nails. So once you do a set of nails, keep going, you know. Yeah, so Alexis says, so like a donation. Yes, similar to that, but it's more like they're just paying you for your time, and you know, for you to be able to practice on them. And not only that, you're using your product. Your product costs money. How are you gonna get more product if you don't make some money off of what you are, you know, putting out and using on your client. So I would say that. Alexa says, should I wait to be licensed before I start charging people? I would definitely say, if you're going to start charging people like $75, $80, $90, yes, you need to be licensed to say, hey, I know exactly what I'm doing. But like for your sisters, cousins, friends, say, hey, if they say, man, I need my nails done. You know, I haven't had them done in a long time. You could be like, oh, girl, I got you. You know, I do it for like $15. If somebody say you're going to do their nails for $15, even if you are just starting off, I mean, you have to practice and learn how to do the apex, how to shape, how to file, you know, things like that. They'd be like, sure, you could practice on me. A $15 set of nails versus, you know, doing, I don't know, a $75 set of nails for right now. But people are going to pay for the quality of work that you do. That's how I see it. Hopefully that helped you. Any other questions? Ask away. I mean, even if you didn't tune into this live, definitely you could leave your comments down below or any questions that you may have, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm glad, Alexis. And see, like me, I know there was a question about how do you get money to pay for nail school. Also, you know, I do go to work. I don't know if you have a job or anything, but when you get paid, put like $100 away or $50 away or $20 away. You know, say, hey, let me put this money to the side. I'm going to nail school. I'm going to put this over here, and then the rest of the money I could do whatever I got to do. If you're really serious about going to nail school, you'll find a way to put money aside, because it's got to be something that you want to do. Can you do a video on how to e-file, take down acrylic to do a color change acrylic and also a fill-in? Say no more. These nails have to come off. So I'm actually taking them completely off. So you will see that in a video shortly. I would like to take my nails off tonight, but I kind of just want to relax because I went to work earlier this morning. So, but it's coming. I do have a video on how to fill in, but I can definitely do another one. Color change acrylic. What I normally do is just on myself. I like to do clear acrylic because I am very indecisive of my own nails. So if I put colored acrylic on my nails and I decide, oh, I don't want to do blue anymore, it's too late. I have to go back in and file down, versus having clear nails. If I have gel polish on, I could just take the nail polish remover, take it right off. So I would only do that for clients that I know exactly what they want. How do you keep your nails from thinning when you're practicing on your own hand? You mean your natural nails? How do you keep those from thinning? Or are you talking about when you're laying the acrylic, how do you keep that from being so thin? If you are applying acrylic thinly, it needs to be thicker because you want to create that, first you want to create an apex, which creates the strength in your nail. Just in case you hit it, you'll have that like little round at the top. You'll have like a little ball here, and then it'll curve down. So that creates the strength in your nail. If you are talking about your natural nails, only reason they are going to be thin is because you have a enhancement on top of your natural nails. Acrylic nails, gel nails, hard gel nails are all enhancements on the nail to enhance your nails. Also, when your nails are growing, they're growing thinly because something is on top of your nails. So it's okay that your nails are thin. If you take off your enhancements, just get like a it's over there, like a silk wrap or a linen wrap, and or a hard top coat, or use a nice base coat with a top coat, just to give it that strength and hardness. Where do you find good nail brushes? So normally I go to my local nail supply store. However, for those that know me, Amazon is my best friend, right? Amazon has some good brushes. You just kind of have to look at different places, right? So I have different nail brushes. This was actually a round sable brush. This was the brush that I used in nail school, and I actually need to throw it away, but the only reason I kept it in here is so that way I can keep the name. So I've used this one, and it's hardened with acrylic in it, which is why I don't use it anymore, because this was my first ever brush that I used in nail school, and obviously I didn't clean it as well as I thought I did. So these are things that I know now when you are in nail school that you don't know when you're first entering. So I only kept this brush is because I actually need to find me another one, because I like this brush. So it obviously has some numbers on there, which is why I kept it. So I do not use this brush anymore. But obviously I haven't found this brush because it came in my nail kit at school. So this one is the Cuscio Pro round sable brush. I actually got this one from Cosmo Proof. Cosmo Proof, if you are a nail student, you just have to bring in your school ID and then they'll let you shop in there. This brush here is from Amazon. This is my K-Dad's number 20. I use this brush when I want to do a one ball or one bead method when laying acrylic. Amazon. This is my Sophia Kalinsky brush. I actually got this one from my local nail supply store. But I'm sure if you Google Sophia Kalinsky, you might actually find something. But I love this brush. This one is my Model 1's brush. I was a fan of it only because it's so glittery and so pretty. But if you notice right here, because I was using monomer on my monomer and on my gloves, my hands got a little wet. So when you put your hands on the plastic, it left that little residue right there. And even when I cleaned it, it was still there. So definitely don't want anything with plastic handles. It's definitely pretty though. Love the glitter handle. But the brush really wasn't that good for me, so I don't really use this as often. I use this probably when I'm doing swatches, just because I don't really like the hairs that it came with. Even though it's supposed to say that it's 100% Kalinsky, it doesn't feel like it. It still feels like a synthetic brush. This one is my Sophia DeVille, which is also my Sophia Kalinsky brush. This is one of my new ones. I have not opened this one yet. This is the same brush as this one, in a size 10. This one is my OPA, Olivia Pope and Associates or not. This is my Petite Fine Point brush. This is where I do all of my 3D petals. This is a very small, thin brush for my 3D work. And I definitely have to practice more on my 3D flowers. This was also my Kalinsky brush here. This was the first brush I ever started using on my own, hence why it's so ran down, but I don't want to get rid of them because obviously these are the brushes that I like so much, so I have to rebuy them and repurchase them. I do have another brush from OPI. This one is the Kolinsky Red Sable brush. This one is more of a 3D brush, but it's wider. But you could definitely use it for acrylic. And I got that one from Cosmoproof. So Cosmoproof has good brushes, OPI. Like I said, if you want to look up Sophia DeVille acrylic brushes, those are the ones that I like. K-Dad's is really a good brand too. Like this number 20 is Life, and I actually only started using a number 20 because of Lovely Mimi. I watch her YouTube channel because I love the way she does nails. She's so quick, and I hope to get myself down to an hour and like 15 minutes with my clients. Right now I'm at an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours with every client. So one day I hope to get there. And then this one is my Pana 3D Kolinsky brush. This is also where I do petals and 3D work. So like I said, I get a lot of brushes off of Amazon. I know somebody asked me to make an Amazon storefront. I'm definitely going to look into that for you guys. But yeah, Amazon has a lot of good brushes. Also, what I did in order to find a nail supply store is just Google it. Say local nail supply stores near me. The only thing that I did though is that I called to see if they will actually let, you know, customers without a nail tech license to purchase from their store. So it doesn't hurt to call, doesn't hurt to ask. Also, I'm not gonna take these all out of the container, but I do have like 3D brushes, regular brushes, dotting tools, stripers, you know, have those, you know, that they're thin. You probably can't see how thin they are, but they're thin. So I have those, wax pencil, you know, all this good old stuff. So you can purchase that stuff from Amazon, or you can go to your local nail supply store. Again, I am going to look into opening up a Amazon storefront, so that way you guys can just go right to the store and find some things that you like that I use. Any other questions? I know somebody asked me where I got my table from. The table that I use is actually from IKEA, and I know it's the one with the Alex drawers, but let me see. I'm finna Google it really quickly. IKEA US. Go to, so it's the Linman / Alex. So here we go. This is my desk that I originally purchased, and then I just purchased a extra Alex drawer and I put it on this side. So it is the Linman Alex, and this desk was $109. And I got mine in the color white. So hopefully that helps. I mean, you don't have to get this desk. I got something that works for me. What acrylic system do you like? I actually have, I think, 2 that I prefer. I definitely love Young Nails. I love their brand of acrylic powder, and I love their monomer, it's not as strong as some other monomers that I have used. I normally buy my Young Nails in bulk. So I normally get their big thing of nail liquid. And this was $60 from my local nail supply store. Or I normally catch them on sale. And then I also have their Young Nails Core Clear Powder, which this is a whole jar filled of acrylic. And so normally what I do is I got a mason jar and I normally just fill it up in here. So, and it lasts me for, I don't know, probably 6 months. But again, it's all based on your clientele. So I definitely do like Young Nails. And the other brand that I do like is called Easy Flow. Hold on. I don't have any more of their monomer, but I do have their powder. It looks just like this. Easy Flow polymer. So I do like this brand as well. Juju says, I like them, but I notice I need speed now. It dries slow with the core. Yes, but you also have to monitor how much liquid you use too. But that's the reason I like this one. So, but yeah. Just try different brands. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try different products, mix different products. I know they say sometimes their products work best when you use their full line. It's not necessarily true. So, you know, just get out there and try some products. You'll know when you find the right, products to use. Juju says, she struggles with the monomer for whatever reason, but your nail sets be decent. Yeah, so if you are struggling, right? So I found like a small travel size kit from Savvyland Official. They have monomer and they have acrylic powder. What I did, hold on, let me see if I can find the monomer and so I can show you how small it is. I use that to actually practice my liquid to powder ratio. So I knew if I was using too much liquid or I didn't make a big enough bead. So yeah, oh, here it is. So this actually came in a kit. So, hey Christine, how are you? So this actually came in a kit. So I actually used this to practice my liquid to powder ratio because it was just a, you know, not trying to say that it's an off brand, but it was smaller. I could practice like if I use too much liquid, but if I don't use enough liquid, it's just a small kit. So I use this to practice my liquid to powder ratio. I practice on getting beads. If I wasted a bead, if I dropped a bead, I didn't really have to worry about using so much of an expensive brand like Young Nails, you know, like maybe Model Ones or Tammy Taylor. I just kind of got something to practice with. So I would recommend getting something to practice with so that way you can know exactly what you're doing. Too much liquid, not enough powder, and you won't have to be wasteful. I mean, you might see it as being wasteful anyway because you have to practice, but practice makes perfect and you got to get it down somehow. Christina said, yeah, she's been using this too and to see if she likes it. Yes. So just find like little small products like this that come in a kit where you can just practice practice, practice, practice. That's what you need. Is there a brand that you would never buy again from? So far, no. I mean, I haven't had as many companies reach out to me to see if I would review their products, but like I said, McCart is a good brand. XSC is a good brand. I love D&D. My whole wall is D&D. So my whole wall of nail polish is D&D. So I love me some D&D. Period. I definitely recommend them. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I've used Savvyland. I've ordered rhinestones from Amazon, nail foils, you name it. I even use regular nail polish, Sally Henson. You know what? I haven't used Glam and Glitz at all, but that should be a company I should buy from. Easy Flow, you can get that from Amazon, or you can just Google it and they'll come up with some links for you to buy Easy Flow. Here, I'll hold it up again. Easy Flow Nail Systems. I love this brand too. So Young Nails for sure. They have great products. What about your practice hand? I have trouble getting tips to fit my practice hand, and I have the exact same one you have. I actually have two practice hands. Let me see here. So I actually still have it connected to my so this is one of my practice hands. I don't know what happened to this. I got rid, you know, it just fell off. Ignore that. I have this practice hand, which has the table clamp, but I normally just fold it and sit it right on my table just like this while I'm practicing. But I have this hand, and this was my new silicone hand that I purchased from eBay. It did not come with the rings. I just happened to be in Walmart and said I need to jazz my hand up. So I ended up just buying some gold rings to jazz it up. But it looks so real. So this is the hand that I actually use now to practice because it looks more realistic, especially for my photos. And it bends. I do have a video on this. I can bend it down, you know, things like that. So I definitely do like this practice hand. It's better for photos, and you know, it's actually more realistic. You can bend the finger, move it, you know, things like that. But don't get me wrong, I love them both. Christina said I also practice using super nail monomer since it's available at the beauty supply store. I've never tried that, but I will look for that at my beauty supply store. Where can I find an odorless monomer? To be quite honest, there is no such thing as an odorless monomer. There's some type of odor with it, whether you get like an apple flavored monomer, or it all still has a smell. It has to have a smell in order for the chemical reaction to happen when you are getting ready to pick up a bead of acrylic. So when they mean odorless, it's not as strong. You will still have an odor. Do you use dual forms? I have one, but I'm allergic to nail glue. Yes, I do use nail forms. Let me put some of this stuff back. Put this in the drawer. That should have went in the drawer too. Okay, so nail forms. So I got some nail forms that came with kits. I got some nail forms that I bought off of Amazon. I have dual forms. I'm gonna get all of that out actually. So let's start with the nail forms. And actually this one's stuck to something. So the nail forms that I use, these are from IamBiscuit. These are called nail forms. And these came in the kit for class from IamBiscuit. Then I bought some off of Amazon, which came in like a pack of 300. So obviously these are a lot. I mean, look, it's thick. So I'm not gonna unravel that. But these come in handy when the person may not want to use nail tips, or just like you said, that your client may have an allergic reaction. And they already know that they have an allergic reaction to nail glue, because again, it's a chemical. I also do have these that came in a pack, but obviously I've never opened them. These can create square, or you can create like a coffin shape, ballerina shape. So you got those. And let me find the dual forms. And see, I actually have another pack. So these are just the double thick ones. These are the regular ones. These come in like nail kits, and I still just keep them and hold on to them. But I probably could condense and give some of this stuff away. So dual forms, right? I do have a few dual forms. So here's one of the boxes here, which these are the Stiletto dual forms. These I got off of Amazon. If you go back to my videos, I do have a link in the description box for these. Again, I know that's why you guys are saying, please make your Amazon storefront, because every time you mention this, we could just go right to the storefront. So I'm working on that, you guys. But I love these. I'm a sucker for some stiletto nails. So I have those. I have the same brand, but I have them in these long tip. Oop. See, I moved that drops them. It's okay. I have these in the square tip form. Put that in there. So I have those. And I thought I had one more, which were my regular forms, but like I said, I am just a little unorganized, because after I do my clients' nails, I have like stuff everywhere. But yeah, you can get so many different kinds of dual forms. The Stiletto ones are on Amazon, so just type in Stiletto dual forms. You should find them. I do have the regular dual forms that come with like the polygel kits, so I do have that. I just wish that I could find it. I also do have the nail clips. I bought those off Amazon that you can hold down your form. Instead of having to hold it with your hand, you can just put this on here and then put your hand in the lamp, or just do one at a time if you're clumsy. I'm not trying to say you are, but if you're clumsy, you could just put the clip on and then it'll hold it in place while it's trying to cure. So good investment there. So I do have quite a lot of stuff here. Oh, here are the forms. Here's the dual forms that came in the kit for XSC. So I have those regular ones. Okay. All right, you guys are starting to ask some good questions here. Next question. Glam and Glitz Prima Ballerina is kind of dope for a Valentino hidden pleasure. Okay, I will look into that. Anime Girl said, I have never seen the stiletto ones before. Yes. How long did it take you to learn how to do your non-dominant hand? I'm still learning how to do my non-dominant hand. This will probably be the 5th time that I've done my non-dominant hand. Personally, I say go slow. Obviously, there's no rush for you to do your own nails because you could be there for forever until you figure out what type of design you're going to use, what type of acrylic powder you want to use, what type of gel polish, what you're looking for, you want to encapsulate. You could be there for forever. So, yeah. Hey, Natalie. Oh, thank you. I got it done yesterday. Appreciate it. So yes, I'm still learning how to do my non-dominant hand. You just have to go slow and take your time. And eventually, then you can start speeding up. No rush here. I'll take forever to do my nails because I'm just so indecisive. And that's why I feel for myself when it's time for me to do, when it's time for me to take these off, because I do want to do some pink and rose gold because my Christmas tree is pink and rose gold. So. Christina said non-dominant hand takes time and tactics. That is a fact. I like that. Yes, the dominant hand be on point. Yes, I agree. Have you ever tried nail couture? No, I have not. I've heard about it. Is that the e-nail couture? I have not. I really need to try like some different companies. I'm always just so set in stone of a product that I know will work. It's like, why try something new when the old just works just as great? Non-dominant hand takes me a damn near a day or two. And you get upset. You sound like me. I'd be like, I have to do my dominant hand one day and the other hand the other day. I got to have a whole day set aside to be able to do my nails. And that's a shame. That is a shame for me. Natalie says, yes, I've heard a couple bad things about e-nail couture. I don't know. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. And that's why I'm just like, I don't know. And I don't know, I'm not for the negativity, but you know, when so many people say that it's something wrong, then I'ma believe them. I'm all for supporting, you know, everybody's nail business and what they want to do, but I mean, my mama always told me, if you don't have nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get involved. I don't know. I'll try it though, but just not at the moment. Christina say, I like trying small businesses mainly for acrylic powders. Yes. One of the brands that I do want to try is Poochie's Nails. I've heard a lot of good things about Poochie's Nails. Oh, you do? Yeah, I want to try her bling gel. I think that's what it's called. So I've heard very good things about Poochie's Nails. So I think I might put that on my list. Poochie's Nails for sure. The nail cakery acrylic are good. Okay, the nail cakery. That's cute. Her shop down the street. Oh, from you? Sorry if I'm Atlanta. I always wanted to come to Atlanta. I heard it's what's up down there. I will come one day. But yeah, I'll probably one day, once they get a handle on all this COVID out here. But yeah, I think I will try Poochie's nails because I do want to try her stuff. So definitely anxious about that. And I have bought some new Christmas stuff off of Amazon. These are the snowflakes. So I'm definitely putting those on my hands for Christmas. Her brush sizes run smaller. Okay. Yeah, I want to see if she has a whole like setup, like monomer, acrylic powder. Definitely want a brush from her. I want a whole little setup. Poochie's nail got some good nail stickers. Okay. But yeah, I've definitely heard great things about Poochie's nails. Any other questions you guys got for me? I'm trying to put away some of this stuff I finally opened from Amazon that I didn't really need, but I needed. Alvina says, do you have a video on shaping nails? I sure do. Natalie says, what made you want to start doing nails? What made me want to start doing nails is that I paid $170 for a set of nails when I said, I could do this. I think I could do this. I could do this. And then I just put my mind to it and I said, let's practice. Let's get some stuff. Let's buy some stuff. And then eventually I was like, you really can make a living off of doing nails. And especially if you get good at what you're doing, people will pay. I know $170 was a lot. In the beginning of this video, once I get off live, you can go back and take a look. I went way more into detail about why I started doing nails and how much she charged me to do nails. I think what kind of made me want to just do nails is because she charged me $15 for one bling nail. So I got two, so that was automatically $30. And I was like, you could make a killing off that. But I thought it was a little overpriced. I could see $10. My nails were short. I would say charge per shape. So I was just like, okay, all right, I see what you're doing. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna pay, learn from it, figure out a way how I could do it, and go from there. I feel you, the closest shop to me is 37 miles away, and I stay in a small town in Texas. Yeah, I mean, I like to support my nail shops, my local nail techs and all that. What is your favorite shape and length on yourself? I love me a good stiletto nail. So, stiletto all day. Not trying to say that I want to. We are so much alike. I don't want them too long. Maybe that length. Enough to get some length on my actual hands. But I love a stiletto nail. The only reason I went short is because at my job, we're starting to pick up a little bit. So I wanted to be able to type on the computer and be able to go fast instead of stilettos where I have to actually poke the keyboard. But I'm getting stilettos back for Christmas, so that'll be soon. Anime girl says, what robbery? I mean, everybody has to make a profit. You have to of course be good at what you do, and you got to make a living. I get it. That's why I said I wasn't mad. I paid it. I was not mad. It's just that I wouldn't charge people that much for that. Natalie says, I'm still waiting for hubby to do your nails. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. I should text him and be like, one of my subscribers says you have to do my nails. Maybe I'll let him take my nails off. Oh, I'd probably be in so much pain. So yeah. Christina says, at first I like coughing. I thought I liked it more on others and realized stilettos are, yes, or short square are best for my hands. Yep. Yeah, only reason I do short square is when I know I'm gonna pick up at work, like really be working, pushing these cases through. So I get short nails so I can type faster. But in the slower months, I get stilettos so I can go slow. But yeah. So, I mean, any other questions about nail school, nails, whatever in general? Christina says, I want to learn how to look at someone's hand and recommend their best shape and length. I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, but also, how do you say, hey, you have a chubby hand, you don't need short nails? What if they want short nails? So, you know, I just, whatever the client wants, I give it to them and give it to them right. Just saying. I mean, do you have a video on nail foil? Because I'm trying my best on how to get it down right. So with nail foil, it also depends on the nail foil glue that you use. And oh my God, when I tell you this is called iMethod Beauty, which is the nail foil. You know, this will come right off and have your foils come right off on the nail. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I would buy this over. Cuban Crystal B says, LOL. She said, wait, so can we agree that chubby hands don't look right with short nails, right? They don't. I mean, I'm not trying to say they don't, but you know, if you trying to elongate your fingers, go, and you do have short, chubby fingers, go with something longer to elongate your fingers. Like, I don't know, I feel like my nails may be, my hands may be a little chubby, but they're not. But, you know, they're okay length for me. You know, they're not really, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm just like, whatever my client wants is what my client is going to get. How about saying that a certain shape of length will enhance the beauty? Yep, true. I like that. It will. You can always talk a client into getting something different. So even if they do have that short and chubby fingers and they want it short, you could be like, well, girl, you know, you can get you some long nails and be all on the computer. And, you know, when you typing on your phone, you know, you make that noise, or, you know, you could just be extra and, you know, fling your hands and people, I don't know, you can do all that. You sure can. You can recommend them to anything. Cuban Crystal B said, I did a client nail short and her hands were chubby and I felt like I did a bad job. It's okay. It is okay. Natalie Rodriguez said, oh my God, I love the sounds. Yes, because I mean, when I be typing on the computer, you know, you make all that noise on the computer. People know you have on nails. When you typing on your phone and, you know, you just trying to hit the buttons right, you know, you may make that. So, I don't know, you know. You can convince your client to get anything. Cuban Crystal B said, how long were you in nail school? I was in nail school for 3 months, but I had to do 350 hours. It was either whichever one came first, 350 hours or 3 months. The 3 months came quicker to me. Man, I thought the same Cuban and realized it's their hands. Oh my God, that was the funniest thing. Oh, you guys are funny. Oh. I think I also want to do a Organize With Me video. I've been in school since February 2020. Take your time. Do what you got to do. If there's no limit or no rush to how long you have to be in school, take your time. Learn everything. Nothing's wrong with that. The dang virus cut me back. So I actually went to school during the pandemic, and I went March, and it's either maybe June or it could be July. And March was when it really hit, and I think in June or July I went to school, and I finished October 15th. But they had Zoom classes. Like, they gave you the book, you did Zoom classes online, and they gave you study guides to do. So you still could be learning even with this pandemic. Do you know of a good place to get a nail desk? I did answer this in my video today. My nail desk is from IKEA. It's the Linneman Alex combination, but I just ended up getting a extra Alex drawer. So that's my desk, and it was $109 from IKEA. So I ended up just taking the legs off, getting another Alex drawer, and putting it on this side. So that's what my desk is. Anime Girl says, was the skateboard real hard and was it scary? I was panicking when I went in there. I'm just saying. And I was like, because I didn't know what to expect. To be quite honest, the skateboard exam is common sense and common knowledge. The exam to get out of school was ridiculous. It was like you had to go back through all these diseases and make sure you knew what that was and how to apply this and what type of nail form should you use for this. And matter of fact, I do got some questions. Here go my so right, like common sense questions, right? So here, I will give you guys a question. So this was on my study guide. It says, for a pedicure, why should clients wear open-toe sandals or flip-flops? A, so the polish won't smear. B, because that's what everybody else does in the summer. C, because it looks good. Or D, because it's the requirement of pedicures. What y'all think? Right, see? A is the correct answer. So that's what I was saying. It's more like common sense. And that actually was on the state board exam. It was common sense. Let me see if I can get, let me find another question. I'll do it from the same chapter. So this was chapter 11. And obviously I passed it because she gave me an okay. This is all about blood flow. I remember this. So this next question says, at the beginning of a pedicure, the feet should be soaked for A, 1 to 2 minutes, B, 5 to 10 minutes, C, half an hour, D, 15 to 20 minutes. My state board exam was 65 questions. Oh, you want a hard one, Cuban? Okay, I'm gonna give you a hard one, all right. I'm gonna give you one that I did not answer correctly. So, for that question, this is a hard one now. So at the beginning of a pedicure, your feet should be soaked for 5 to 10 minutes. That's the answer. Yep. Okay, so let's go to some, I'll read a few more questions. I'm trying to find one. I don't think this was the chapter. I want the blood question answer. Blood? Oh, okay. Let me go back to that one. Okay, so massages may be harmful for clients with high blood pressure, stroke, or A, a heart condition, B, thick calluses, C, carts, or D, dry skin. Say it again. Massages may be harmful for clients with high blood pressure, stroke, or A, a heart condition, B, thick calluses, C, carts, D, dry skin. A, maybe. So the answer is A, a heart condition. Massages. So when you do massages on the feet, it can be harmful for your clients that have high blood pressure, have had a stroke, or have a heart condition. That's because your feet have all the pressure points. And obviously you stand a lot on your feet. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Let's get some when the external temperature changes, the body's temperature is maintained by the blood and A, the receptor pilla, B, the derma papillae, C, sweat glands, D, oil glands. Christina said, since nail school is postponed, we got biscuit. That's funny. Natalie said, girl, what? I know, right? One more time, please. Wow, this sounds familiar. Yeah. When the external temperature changes, the body's temperature is maintained by the blood and A, the receptor pilla, B, derma papillae, C, sweat glands, D, oil glands. Yo, we could do a Zoom call and we could go over all of this if y'all want. I would not mind. I thought about doing a Zoom call. I'm going to pass on this one because I don't know. I'm going to pass. I failed. It's the sweat glands. Anime girl said I failed. So, like I said, I did good on this exam. Let me find something that I did not get. Because I was like, what? Oh, look, here go a question right here. So obviously I got that wrong because she wrote me a whole book in red. So that's one I got wrong. Thank you, a whole novel. So that's why I said you learn. A Zoom session is a good idea. I'm down for it. Not that I'm a teacher or anything, but I got these. We can go off these because that's how I studied to pass the state board. Let's see what else I get. I get -3 wrong on here. Oh, so right, this why I thought I was right? So it says a great base for nail art is A, French manicure, B, unpolished nails, C, well-oiled cuticles, D, damaged nails. These were just quizzes, so this wasn't the test. These were just quizzes from the chapters. Wait, say it one more time. A great base for nail art is A, French manicure, B, unpolished nails, C, well-oiled cuticles, or D, damaged nails. Yeah, A or B. So the answer is French manicure, but when I first took the quiz, I put unpolished nails, and obviously it was wrong, so I had to go back and do it, and then that's when I said French manicure. So anime girl said, at this point after the pedicure question, I need to get something right. Oh my gosh. Y'all want one more question or not? And then I'll let y'all go. But it seems like we having a good old time here. Let me see. Okay, one more question. All right. Y'all want something easy or something hard? Something hard, okay. I went to nail tech school. Are you teaching me after the common sense questions? I really need to study. More than just about land or acrylic or gel. I like fundamentals. Okay. So let me find something. Hold on, I'm looking. Okay. Those are all easy. I was reading. Bye, Alvina. Thanks for joining. Sleep well. It's 6 p.m. It's 6:30 p.m. here, Central Time. So you don't get sued. Oh, here we go. All right, let's do this one. What type of bacteria is harmful? A, dirty, B, unfriendly, C, non-pathogenic, or D, pathogenic? And yes, the correct answer is pathogenic. What type of bacteria is harmful? A, dirty, B, unfriendly, C, non-pathogenic, and D, pathogenic. So yes, all these questions were out of the book. But we could go on a Zoom call if y'all want to. And we can kind of go over the questions. But I'm definitely not an instructor. I aim to be one, though. I think it would be nice. But, so yeah, any other questions about nail school or anything like that? Thought that I would finally get this video out to you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining and asking questions, being a part of the fun. Glad you guys could tune in. I do have more videos on the way. And we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes or so. But yeah, I guess I'll just end the video here. And like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for, you know, everything getting me to 5K. It's okay, Christina. Christina said, thanks for sharing. Sorry I missed the beginning. It's okay. Did you have to use odorless monomer when taking the test? So here in Illinois, you don't have to do a practical exam. That's what they call when you have to actually practice in front of an instructor. You don't have to do that. It's just the computer-based test. So I did not have to do I did not have to do a practical exam. I just went to go take the computerized test. Yeah, so it's all based on what state you live in. Just kind of Google some places where you got to go for your state board, and they'll tell you exactly what you have to do. But I did not have to take I did not have to take the practical or a practical. How about you got questions for us? We could definitely do that. The goat said, yeah, let's do a Zoom. Okay, no problem. I'll have to set it up. Christina said, oh shit, let me check Georgia. Yep, just check your state, because it's all based on your state where you live in, if you have to do a practical and a computerized test. But here in Illinois, you only have to do a computerized test. Anime Girl said, okay, thank you for answering that, because I was wondering, did you have to show yourself putting acrylic on the nail? No. No, ma'am. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. I'll be around soon. I try to come on here a little often, but not as often. It's Christmas time, so it's time to spend some type of time with your family, if you can. So Christina says you can apply for a nail apprentice license here. Wow, okay, see? Some stuff you didn't know. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to get off of here, probably go watch a movie or something, and surf Instagram and find something to do for my Saturday evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in the next one. If there's any questions that you think of that I did not answer, put those in the description box. I'm sorry, the comment box down below. And then I will do my best to answer them. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.